Not everyone around you is happy for you, and that is one of the hardest lessons you will ever learn. You may think that just because someone is in your circle, they are in your corner, but the truth is, some people are only there to watch, to take notes, to pretend, and to wait for the moment you fall. The most dangerous kind of enemy is the one who smiles in your face but secretly resents you behind your back. These people don't always make it obvious. They don't always show you their true colors right away. Instead, they will hide behind fake smiles, forced congratulations, and half-hearted support. But deep down, their envy is eating them alive. You have to learn how to read energy. Pay attention to how people react when you tell them good news. A true friend, someone who genuinely cares about you, will celebrate your wins like they are their own. They will be excited for you, they will cheer for you, and they will want to see you keep going higher. But the ones who secretly resent you, their energy will shift. They might smile, but it won't reach their eyes. They might say congratulations, but it will sound forced. They might change the topic quickly or even try to downplay your success. These people will always find a way to make you feel like your success is undeserved. They will say things like, oh, you just got lucky, or it's not that big of a deal. They will try to make you feel guilty for winning, as if your growth is an attack on them. And that's the thing. You are not responsible for their insecurities. Your success does not take away from anyone else's opportunity. But people who are insecure, people who secretly doubt themselves, will see your achievements as a threat. The ones who are not happy for you are usually the ones who never put in the effort to improve their own lives. They will look at your discipline, your hard work, your dedication, and instead of feeling inspired, they will feel bitter. Because deep down, they know they could have done the same, but they didn't. And rather than working on themselves, they choose to hate on you instead. It is easier for them to criticize, to doubt you, and to find flaws in your journey than to admit that they are not willing to do what it takes to succeed. Watch out for the people who suddenly go silent when you achieve something great. The ones who disappear when you need support. The ones who only show up when they can benefit from you, but are nowhere to be found when it's time to uplift you. These are the people who want access to your energy, your ideas, and your connections, but they do not want to see you surpass them. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is keeping these people close out of loyalty. Just because someone has been in your life for years does not mean they deserve to stay. Loyalty should never be one-sided. You cannot keep watering dead plants and expect them to bloom. If someone's energy is off, if they are constantly belittling your success, if they never seem happy for you, that is your sign. Stop ignoring it. Protect your space. The truth is, not everyone is going to be happy for you, and that's okay, because the right people will never feel threatened by your success. They will encourage you, they will push you, they will celebrate every step of your journey without jealousy, without resentment, and without hesitation. Those are the people you need to keep close. The rest, let them watch from a distance. Toxic people are not always obvious. They don't always show you who they are right away. Some of them come disguised as friends, as family, as people who claim to care about you, but over time, their true nature starts to show. One of the most dangerous types of toxic people is the manipulator. The one who plays with your mind, twists your words, and makes you feel guilty for things that are not your fault. These people are experts at control. They know exactly how to make you question yourself, how to make you doubt your own reality, and how to make you feel like you are the problem. Manipulators will never take responsibility for their actions. No matter what happens, it is never their fault. If they hurt you, they will turn it around and make you feel like you are overreacting. If they break your trust, they will find a way to blame you for not trusting them enough. If you try to set boundaries, they will guilt trip you into thinking you are selfish. This is how they keep their control over you, by making you feel like you're always in the wrong. And if you're not careful, you will start believing them. You will start apologizing for things you didn't do. You will start feeling guilty for saying no. You will start bending over backward just to avoid conflict, even when you know deep down that you are being mistreated. The worst part is that manipulators know exactly who to target. They go after people who are kind, who are understanding, who are willing to see the best in others. They take advantage of your empathy, knowing that you will always try to understand them, always try to forgive them, always try to make things work. And the more you give, the more they take. These people will drain your energy, your confidence, and your peace of mind, and they will never feel bad about it. They do not care about how their actions affect you. All they care about is maintaining their power over you. One of their biggest tactics is gaslighting, making you doubt your own memory, your own feelings, your own reality. They will say things like, "That never happened," or "You're imagining things," or "You're too sensitive." And slowly you start questioning yourself. You start wondering if you're the one who is being difficult, if you're the one who is wrong. But let me tell you something. Your feelings are valid. If something hurts you, it hurts. If someone crosses a boundary, you have every right to call it out. If something feels off, trust that instinct. The moment you start standing up for yourself, manipulators will change their approach. When they see that their usual tricks are not working, they will either play the victim or lash out. They will act like you are hurting them by refusing to be controlled. They will accuse you of being cold, distant, or selfish. But let me tell you something. Choosing yourself is not selfish. Setting boundaries is not mean. Refusing to be manipulated is not wrong. The truth is, a manipulator's worst nightmare is someone who knows their worth. The moment you realize that you don't owe them anything, that you don't have to explain yourself, that you are allowed to walk away, that is when their power over you disappears. They can no longer guilt you. They can no longer make you feel bad for prioritizing your own peace. They can no longer control you. You have to understand that it is not your job to fix these people. It is not your responsibility to change them, to teach them, to heal them. Some people do not want to be helped. Some people do not want to grow. And no matter how much you care about them, no matter how much you want to see them change, you cannot force them to. The only thing you can do is protect yourself, walk away, cut them off, save your energy for people who actually deserve it. Your worth is not defined by someone else's opinion. Read that again, let it sink in. How many times have you let someone's words dictate how you feel about yourself? How many times have you doubted your beauty, intelligence, or potential just because someone else didn't see it? The truth is, most people spend their entire life seeking validation from others who don't even value themselves. They chase approval from people who are too blind to recognize their own greatness, let alone yours. But here's the reality. Your value does not decrease just because someone fails to recognize it. Imagine a diamond. Whether it's in a luxurious jewelry store or buried deep in the dirt, its value remains the same. Doesn't lose its worth just because someone overlooks it. The same applies to you. Just because someone fails to see your potential doesn't mean it's not there. Just because someone doesn't appreciate you doesn't mean you are not worthy of appreciation. Other people's inability to recognize your greatness has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Think about how many people have doubted you, underestimated you, or made you feel like you weren't good enough. What do they all have in common? None of them define your future. None of them have the power to decide your success. And yet, so many people let their self-worth be dictated by opinions that are often rooted in jealousy, ignorance, or personal insecurity. Why? Why give so much power to someone else's limited perspective? The moment you allow someone's opinion to define you, you hand over control of your own life. You let their doubts, their negativity, and their own fears dictate what you believe about yourself. And that is dangerous. Because if you let the wrong people shape your self-picture, you will spend your entire life doubting yourself, shrinking yourself, and holding yourself back from the greatness you were meant for. You need to understand that not everyone will see your value, and that's okay. Some people won't recognize your worth simply because they aren't meant to. Some people would appreciate you because they were never capable of appreciating themselves. And some people will intentionally try to make you feel small because your confidence threatens them. None of that is your problem. Your job is to see your own worth even when others don't. So how do you stop letting other people define your value? First, recognize that their opinions are just that. Opinions. They are not facts. They are not universal truths. They are often projections of their own insecurities, biases, or personal experiences. When someone doubts you, it usually has more to do with their own fears than it does with your potential. When someone belittles you, it's often because they feel small themselves. Understanding this will free you from taking things personally. Next, remind yourself of who you are. Stop waiting for external validation. Stop seeking approval from people who don't even understand your journey. Start affirming your own worth every single day. Tell yourself that you are capable, intelligent, and valuable no matter what anyone else says. And more importantly, start acting like it. Walk with confidence, speak with certainty, and make decisions that reflect your self-respect. Finally, remove yourself from environments and people who make you feel unworthy. Protect your energy. If someone constantly tries to belittle you or make you question your worth, they do not deserve access to you. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who see your greatness, and who remind you of your potential. And if you don't have those people yet, become that person for yourself. At the end of the day, your worth is something that no one can take away from you, unless you let them. So stop giving other people permission to define you. You are not created to live for someone else's approval. You are created to stand in your power, own your greatness, and live unapologetically. And once you truly understand that nothing and no one will ever have the power to make you feel less than what you are, step into your power and stop playing small. You are not meant to blend in. You are not created to shrink yourself just to make others comfortable. Yet, so many people dim their light because they fear judgment, rejection, or making others feel insecure. But here's the truth. Playing small will never protect you. It will never make people love you more. It will only rob you of the life you are meant to live. The world has conditioned you to believe that confidence is arrogance, that self-assurance is ego, and that standing in your power is intimidating. But let me ask you, who benefits when you doubt yourself? Who wins when you hold yourself back? Not you. Not the people who look up to you, not the future version of you who is waiting for you to step up. The only people who benefit from your self-doubt are those who fear your potential. Because the moment you realize how powerful you truly are, you become unstoppable. Look around at the people who are successful, confident, and respected. Do they apologize for being great? Do they ask for permission to take up space? No. They walk with certainty, they speak with conviction, and they never lower themselves to make others feel comfortable. That's not arrogance, it's self-respect. And it's time you start embodying the same energy. You need to understand that confidence is a mindset, a choice. It's not something you wait to feel, it's something you decide to be. And the first step to stepping into your power is refusing to seek permission. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to be great. No one is going to hand you the life you want. No one is going to give you permission to succeed. You have to take it. You have to own it. Think about all the times you have played small, all the times you have doubted yourself, hesitated to speak up, or held back from chasing your dreams because you were afraid of what others would say. And now ask yourself, did playing small ever make you happy? Did it ever bring you peace? No, it only left you frustrated, stuck, and filled with regret. The longer you wait, the more you rob yourself of the life you deserve. You need to stop thinking you need to be perfect before you step into your power. Confidence is not about having all the answers, never making mistakes, or being fearless. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you will figure it out. It's about trusting yourself enough to take risks, even when you're scared. It's about realizing that failure isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of growth. The most powerful people in the world are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never let failure define them. The moment you stop seeking validation, the moment you stop apologizing for who you are, everything will change. People will start seeing you differently. You will attract opportunities you never thought possible. The same people who once doubted you will start asking how you did it. But none of that happens until you decide. Until you choose to stop letting fear, insecurity, and the opinions of others control you. So stand tall, speak with confidence, walk into every room like you belong there, because you do. Set high standards for yourself and refuse to lower them for anyone. The people who are meant for you, the opportunities that are meant for you will rise to meet you. And the ones who can't handle your power, let them fall away. You are not here to live a life of hesitation and self-doubt. You are here to be bold, to be fearless, to take up space and to make an impact. And the moment you start acting like it, the world will have no choice but to recognize you.